Hey, day 44. Day 44. Hey, what are you doing today? Um, Sorry, just kind of totally drew a blank there for a minute. Trying to think of. Oh yeah, okay. Today was the first day where I woke up, got dressed, looked in the mirror, and said, "Hey, wait a second. There's been a change." Today was the first day where I actually felt good in my clothes, and I think that's a really big step, a big part of my drive and challenge for trying to become successful on my own, trying to start a small business and concentrate on actually growing and creating something. A big part of that at the very beginning of this was putting together the health and the confidence side of things and feeling good about myself in order to kind of claim that power and use that power towards whatever endeavor I ended up pursuing. And today I got kind of my first little taste of that power. I know it exists. I know what it is. That feeling good about yourself. And how it emulates and how how your day goes, how your attitudes are, how people treat you, how you react to people, all those kind of things. So today was the first day, day 44, where I could finally say, I see a visible change. And when I think back to it, 44 days ago, I had to hide underneath a jacket. I was so fat and so uncomfortable. My shirts were tight, my pants were extremely tight. I tucked my shirt in, and my gut would hang over my belt, and and spending the entire day like that, and that uncomfort zone kind of thing, and how that affects me mentally, and how that affects my energy, how that affects all those things, just my overall all sense of who I am and how I feel and how I go through the day. So it was nice to see that, nice to reach that level where now day 44 I can see the progress, I can feel good. Also, another thing that I know, when I go through a weight loss, it kind of opens up different comfort levels on clothes you can wear and how you can kind of demonstrate yourself. Clothes are kind of a demonstration of how you're feeling, or what you like, how you present yourself, and you can kind of dabble with some things. It opens up different ways of it, different expressions. So that's kind of cool too. So that's all those things are down the road once I get to that peak level that I want to get to. But just a good feeling, and it's a nice little glimmer of prosperity, progress, achievement. It's all there, and it was a nice feeling, and it was kind of a little gift, a gift from the ether. Yesterday's video, if you watch it, was kind of me admitting that there were some things that I knew I had to change that I was still kind of holding on to from the old me, and I wanted to try to make the new me and keep this one little aspect of the old me, but at the same time, and I recognized that was the most detrimental aspect to all of this, was hanging on to that one little thing. And I decided yesterday, I can't lie to myself. There's no value in that. I can't continue to carry this with me, seeing how it how that one little bad habit that I liked was kind of bringing everything down. So it was kind of interesting that today I woke up and the gift from the ether was, hey, look at the progress, look at the achievement you made. And then on top of that, I said the thing that I was listening to this morning is kind of completely what's the word, reiterated all that, keep completely straight all those thoughts. It was actually very specific in what it was talking about, just a random piece, audio piece that I had started listening to this morning, and it said exactly the same thing. If you have vices or anything that's hindering you or holding you back, concentrate on correcting those and make that change. And it was just so perfect. It was just everything wrapped up into the same thing. So I just want to talk briefly about that. Good stuff happening. The other thing that I wanted to talk about was self-observation. It's not anything I really ever delved into. I don't even know if it's anything I've ever come across or read or listened to. in my nearly 40 years, and it was just it's an interesting perspective to take myself outside of myself when I'm in a situation, to kind of pull myself outside of the situation and watch myself as a third party, knowing that I can kind of change how I would normally react, or how I would normally let my thoughts control me. I can kind of take myself out of outside of that whole situation that's going on, and correct some things that I know that I don't do correctly. For example, it's really easy for me to react with emotion especially an emotion like anger or frustration. I can let those take me over, and then have an emotional reaction to a situation, and 99.9% of the time that emotional reaction is not good. It's not it's driven by all the wrong elements, all the wrong forces, and to have a good strong reaction, it really has to be kind of thought out, calculated. Go beyond the emotion. If emotions are controlling me or making decisions for me, it's kind of like starting the car and jumping in the passenger side and letting somebody else drive. There's a good chance we're going to wreck. So that's kind of an interesting thing, was observing myself. And then another element that kind of came into it was accepting the situation for what it is at the time. As in, if I'm in a bad situation, not to say, why is this situation happening to me, or why all I've done, to change things, or control things. Why is this happening to me? Where I can hit things with that energy, but all that does is kind of compound the negative feelings and the negative attributes of that situation. Or I can do those two things, step away from myself, where I can observe myself and let myself know to just kind of accept the moment for what it is. Look at the value in it. Look at the what's the lesson, what needs to be learned, how am I going to react, how am I going to handle. It's a real nice kind of feeling of taking control over myself, versus just letting the boat go with no captain behind the wheel, kind of thing. But very, 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 very good pieces of information that I've picked up here recently. I can feel that strengthening my mind, strengthening my will, strengthening my power to overpower myself and my emotions. And if I still feel I haven't, it's something that I know I need to master. It's something that I know I need to harness and fully control, because I can still feel those emotions inside of me that want to steer the ship, want to manipulate the rudder, and it's up to me. But the nice side of it is stepping away from it, and accepting the moment for what it is. Even if it is something that's upsetting to me, it's not something I dwell on anymore. That seems to have alleviated that element of it. Whereas, if somebody does something wrong or something that I don't quite agree with, if I let my emotions run my thoughts, I could sit and dwell on that for hours, maybe even the whole day. One little silly little thing, and let that affect everything. Or I can take a step back and accept it for what it is. Find the thing that I need to learn from it. Use the willpower to harness and control my thoughts, and move about rationally in this world, and have some control, and grow the power that I need to take myself to the next level of living. I don't know if I have much more. I think that's good for today. Just, a quick little thought on self-observation, and accepting the moment. And the cool thing that the ether does sometimes to just to let you know, hey, you're back on track. You're back on the right pace. Keep it going. Good job. Here's your reward. So anyway, thanks for stopping in. Hey, what are you doing today? Thank you.